Hello, I'm BMillzebub, and welcome to my channel. Before we get into the video, let's roll my shiny new intro. Everyone, go ahead and let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. That largely came from Maddie over at Objectively Subjective. All I did was change the music to something that suited me a little better. You can find a link to their channel down in the description box below. So as soon as you're done with this video, head over to their channel and give it a watch. And with that, let's get into the meat of my video. I'm what you would call a seeker of truth. I want to know everything I can. I love watching educational channels on YouTube. I love reading new facts wherever I can find them. And just about every time I do try to learn something new, I do. I want to believe as many true things as possible and as few untrue things as possible. To accomplish that, I look at large or dubious claims through a skeptical lens. Sure, I'll take things like what you had for breakfast for granted as being true, but for the things that matter, I tend to be more on the skeptical side. The bush I'm beating around here is that I try to be intellectually honest. I don't always succeed, but what can I say? I'm only human, but at least I try. I get bothered though when I see other people saying they're seekers of truth too, but that they can't be skeptical or critical of some deeply held belief. The most common deeply held belief I've seen that these not actual seekers of truth say they can't be skeptical or critical of is, of course, religion. I've mentioned that I used to spend some time on a live streaming platform called YouNow before, and the specific event I'm talking about was when I was being guested by a live streamer on that platform. I don't have video, unfortunately, so you're gonna have to take my word on this one. But considering I'm speaking with someone who leans more on the side of biblical literalist, let's go ahead and call this one a mundane claim, yeah? But this person said they wanted to believe as many true things as possible and believe as few untrue things as possible, much like myself. I then told them that I came to my conclusions on the Bible by looking at the claims of the book skeptically and critically, following it up by asking if they could do the same. Their answer, you would assume, would be something like, of course I wouldn't look at the Bible skeptically. It's true. What they actually said was something more along the lines of, I don't think I can do that. I'll give this person credit for having some amount of intellectual honesty for saying that they didn't think they could take a skeptical look at the Bible. Weak or not, it's more honest than most of the experience I've got with biblical literalists and people who say they're after the truth but actually aren't because they refuse to look skeptically at some deeply held belief. But that same credit is diminished because they said that they didn't want to believe untrue things. And the best way you can not believe untrue things is to look at dubious or large claims skeptically. And I personally don't think a claim gets more dubious than those made in a holy book, especially the Bible, because you'll find littered throughout the book commands to take the religion based on the book on faith rather than evidence, and that those who believe it in spite of evidence will be rewarded for their credulity. This is honestly more upsetting to me than anything else when it comes to people who accept what the book has to say despite the literal mountains of evidence that show what the book has to say is horse shit. Because to me, faith is the death of critical thought, And to anyone who wants to believe true things, critical thought is, well, critical. But that'll do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. If you feel so inclined to help me out, consider giving to my Patreon, where I have monthly patron-only live streams or hangouts. Or consider getting me something from my Amazon wishlist. Every little bit helps, and every little bit is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, linked below, to keep up with all my comings and goings, and join me on Discord for a chance to talk to yours truly. Take it easy, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one.